Yo, yo, it's JSD Virus Syndicate. Keep It Bright TV. Out here in Manchester feeling blessed. Trust me. It's all about gratitude. Listen carefully. Big shout to Zara. Let's do it. Yo, I'm giving thanks to everybody who doubted my talent. You kept me focused on the goal and you set me a challenge. I'm giving thanks to all my exes you let me discover how to be the perfect guy, the excellent lover. I'm giving thanks to all my family for keeping me grounded. That's why I keep them so close, they've got me surrounded. I'm giving thanks to everybody who's listening now. Pray for the people who have gone, cause I'm missing them now. I give thanks to my mother and father, cause without you by my side, man, it would have been harder. And the weight that's on my shoulders, it could have been larger. And what happened in that crash, man, it could have been calmer. They say karma's a bitch, yeah, and so is life. The odds are stacked against you like you're throwing dice now. Everywhere I go, people say the flow is nice. People ask me how I roll, but always want to know the price. Why? Give thanks for the chance to live. I don't need to ask the question, I know what the answer is. I don't need to try and please, I've got what the people like. Living in a shadow, keep it bright and you can see the light. Inside a system where people can't even read or write. And when you can't express how you feel, and I see that people fight. Look in the mirror, giving thanks for the man that I see. Because I made me feel amazing and glad to be me. I give thanks every day and I smile. I think I like it here, I'm gonna stay for a while. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to rise to the task of life. Like, would it be right for me to be raising a child? Am I a good role model? Nah, I'm stuck in my ways. I still get mad when I see people that look in my face. I'm giving thanks for all the times I was put in my place. Maybe paranoia's got me tripping, I'm fucking amazed. At all the lessons I'm learning, I'm late. I've been asleep and now it's on you, they heard I'm awake. That's why I came to speak the real, the people deserve it. But take time and don't rush into reaching a verdict. I just want to give the truth about what's on my conscience. I used to want to move away and try and block the nonsense. Look in the mirror, giving thanks for the man that I see. Because I made it feel amazing, I'm glad to be me. And that's why I keep it bright, that's why I keep it. That's why I keep it bright, that's why I keep it. That's why I shine that light, it's not a secret. That's why I keep it bright, forget the street shit. That's why I keep it bright, that's why I keep it. That's why I keep it bright, that's why I keep it. That's why I shine that light, it's not a secret. You know we keep it bright, you know I keep it bright. JSD, Virus Syndicate, Keep It Bright TV. Keep it right here, support the movement. Check the blog, check the Facebook. We're out. Peace.
I'm Zara Peake and you're watching Keep It Bright TV. I'm here with JSD, who you might know better as a member of Virus Syndicate. Something you might not know about him though is he does a lot of youth work and youth-based work. So I wanted you to first tell us something about that and how you got into it and why you do what you do.
Hello everyone, hello Zara. Yeah, it's funny really because kind of life just threw me into that path. I never planned to. I was quite naughty in school, to be quite honest. Got in trouble in school, and I actually had a learning mentor in high school. And like, without it sounding cliche, it did make me give me head a little wobble. So from that, I was into music, doing music kind of at local youth clubs and whatnot. And it first came about that I was just doing music workshops with somebody else delivering it at a youth club I went to in Whalley Range called Wiz Project. I also dance, I don't know if many people know I dance. Well, I say I dance, I used to dance. I grew up dancing. So they asked me to do like a hip hop dance workshop and a music workshop. I was only like 16 years old, maybe 17. So that was kind of my first taste of working with young people. And from then on that became a regular thing at the youth club, which was beautiful because I came up through that youth club as well. So that was a really nice thing. And kind of, yeah, I was kind of just messing around and doing bits and bobs. And at the time is when I joined Virus Syndicate. We were doing a radio show in London once a week, Rinse FM. So I was working in a sweet shop, just making the money to pay for the petrol to get to London and pay the subs and whatnot. And I decided, right, I'm going to go back to college. I did go to college to do music tech. But I got kicked out because I was still in this kind of phase of my life where I was kind of a bit reckless and just a bit stupid. So I went back to college. I studied to be a learning mentor. I also did a course in youth work, and I kind of stumbled across this job through a really good friend of mine called Tembi. Her mum was working for this college, and it was at the time it was City College Manchester. So anyway, to make a long story like 10 times longer, that turned into the Manchester College. I've been working for them for about 7 or 8 years actually, quite a long time as a youth worker, and my path has taken me to various kind of workshops for various companies like Contact Theatre. I've done quite a lot of stuff for Zion Centre, the youth offending teams, all those kind of agencies. So working with young people and doing that kind of work is definitely something that's part of me. I like people.
Yeah, I think that's so good as well, because you're obviously such a great role model for them, because like you said, you started where they started in a way, you know what I mean, and you came back up. So that's really good that you keep doing that, and I love how like you're so positive yourself, you know, like on Facebook, on all these social media, and you support Keep It Bright so much and everything.
100%.
Well, it's just your mindset in it, it's everything.
Yeah,
so I'm so glad that people like you work with young people as well, because I love working with young people myself. But
it needs it, and it's like there are a lot of people who are great people who work with young people, but there's also some stale people. It's like any job, you know. And there's also some people who are miserable and whatever. And I do think, like, when you meet someone or when you interact with someone, be it a young person or old person, whatever, like whatever you give off, it affects the vibe of that conversation and it affects the vibe of that situation. And I kind of got into the Keep It Bright sort of way of life, so to speak, a few years ago. And I read some material on, you know, positivity and this, that and the other, and like, I won't go out there trying to preach and push my beliefs onto people, because I don't think that's right. Like, you believe in whatever you want to believe in, and as long as it makes you happy, then, you know, go and fly. God bless. But for me, kind of, I read this stuff and I was like, that's me. Like, I don't even need to learn this. Like, I've always been like that. I definitely get it off my mum, because she's just the most positive person you've ever met. Like, I can't, if I'm in a mood and I bump into someone in town, I can't continue that mood. It's impossible. I have to go, "Hiya, you alright?" Yeah. So yeah, man, I think like working with young people and whatnot, and just working with people in general, it's, if you can have that outlook, especially for the future of our you know, of us, our future, of our country, of our civilization or whatever, getting deep into it. But yeah, each one teach one, innit? But there's, you know what, having said that, there's a lot I learn off the young people, and I would never sit here and kind of be like, yeah, I teach them so much. No,
I get what you're saying completely.
1,000,000%, man.
So worthwhile though. So anyone thinking to go into your youth work, go into it. It's the one.
Absolutely, man.
So you're talking about the obstacles you faced. Is there anything in particular you think you've overcome, or that you're proud that you've overcome? Right?
Yeah, like.
And how did you overcome it?
I had a couple of years ago, I think it was about 5 years ago, I got quite poorly. And you know, I was really ill. I lost a lot of weight. I lost my hair fell out, so it changed my appearance. And I was, you know, I was really ill. I was in hospital for a very long time, had operations, and that whole period of my life was crazy. So on a personal level, that's easily the biggest thing I've had to overcome, and I had to accept the fact that, you know, looks wise I changed, because I never thought I was that vain, never thought I was a vain person, but guess what, we all are. Yeah. And it's only when, you know, you face something like that, you realise actually I was vain. And it was only when I accepted my situation wholeheartedly and decided, well, this could be me for the rest of my life, I just have to accept it, get on with it, and then I started to get better, which sounds a bit mad. Obviously, I was under the hospital, I was being medicated, I had to have an operation. But like my hair started coming back, and you know, this whole thing, what happened for a big chunk of my kind of, you know, that period in your life when you're 19 and you're really like insecure anyway. I wouldn't have liked to admit I was insecure back then. But now, being where I'm at now, I'm like in this place where I'm untouchable. You can't touch me, because I know who I am, I know what I'm about, and I stick to my morals, and I respect myself. You know, I've got self-belief, self-respect, and yeah, now I'm unfazable. I'm in this better place, so I can look back and say, wow, that was hard. You know, especially at that age and whatever. So that, on a personal note, is certainly like one of the toughest things.
Well, the place you're talking about being at now, that's got to be the best place to be in it, in the sense of, well, it's always good to be like looking back and appreciating, but yeah, to be feeling like you know you are, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's wicked. I want to talk about the other end of the scale now. I want to know about your proudest moments, because at the moment you're smashing it. Virus, you guys are doing tours all over the world. You know, you've got massive things coming. You're verified on Twitter, all this business, like everything in it. Like, so I want to know, what's your personal proudest moment, if you've got one, or proudest moments?
Sitting here with you, Zara. I don't know, you know, like I can't pinpoint one specific thing. There's a few different moments throughout the career which we've had, but I suppose because I'm here in 2013, sat talking to you. Last weekend we were at a festival called Paleo, and it was just absolutely crazy, and we were just on stage and the crowd were just going mental and singing the songs, and that was a proud moment. But there's loads of different, like we set up a company, we set up a record label called Medication, and we've now started a company called EY3 Media. I'm really proud of that, man. That's like a dream come true. The chance to really run a record label and a company, you know, offering services, and so that's a new chapter in my life completely. So I'm really proud of that. You know what? I'm just proud of Manchester. You know, I'm just proud of the movement right now, and proud of you, 100%. Yeah. So.
Sounds so exciting. I'm so excited for everything to come. I'm going to finish on, you got a piece of advice for everyone watching?
Live each moment, man. Live in the now. You know, you can't affect what's going to happen tomorrow. You can't change what happened yesterday. So just do what you can now. If you want something, don't sit back and wait for it to fall on your lap. You've got to go out and you've got to get it. And especially in the entertainment industry, you know, people watching this might not necessarily be in that industry, but the entertainment industry, 1,000,000%. But I think just in anything in life, just go out and get it. Like, you know, today's not going to happen again. I'm sure, you know. So crack on.
Right, you heard the guy.
Keep it bright.
Keep it bright TV. We're out.